Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game. This is going to be a 2v2 matchup from the W3 Nations EU qualifier. It is going to be between TeRRoR and Krolu versus Flonid and TomikuS. Yep, the names are actually what they say they are, so, well, this should be a lot of fun to just dive right on into. Let's take a look as we are looking at, well, TeRRoR, and TeRRoR is going to be spawning as the blue Undead. I do have ally colors on, making it a little bit easier for me to keep track of the fights. This is Circle of Fallen Heroes. If you guys haven't seen this map before, well, I have mentioned it a couple times, and oh my gosh, Xanderdorn is actually the one I believe who created this map, so you may see him in the chat from time to time. You see this whole entire center location here. All of these creep camps, the center creep camps are actually, and their marketplaces or the buildings are actually randomly positioned, so there is really no strategic advantage, but the green dragon roost off over here does provide a bit of an advantage if you are able to hire it up. Being able to also set up an expansion between you and your partner is also a very viable strategy to try to get that, well, early bit of an economic lead. We'll see how things go in this particular 1v1 matchup. Is it possible to play Warcraft 3 with this graphic on the Battle.net? Yes, it is. Before you go into Battle.net or before you launch your game, what you want to do is you want to set it to classic graphics. Classic graphics. Oh, there goes the Hydra, easily taking it down right there. That Scouting Acolyte. And what you want to do is you want to set it to classic graphics instead of reforged graphics. What I generally find to be the case is it's easier for me to track information and see what's going on in this particular map or in this particular artistic style, as opposed to the new Warcraft 3 engine. The new version seems to give me have high quality high quality units and high quality just overall appearances, but they seem to be layered on top of each other much more, as opposed to actually being integrated into part of the game and having it be a little bit more fluid. Also, the hitboxes are slightly different on those units, and because the hitboxes are different on those units, I know that a couple of professional players really prefer the classic graphics as well. If you end up taking a little bit of damage or you misclick in a critical moment, that could be the difference between a victory and defeat. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you guys out there who follow, subscribe, and like on Twitch. If you guys have not considered doing so and you have an Amazon Prime subscription, or borrow one from your parents, please consider using your Amazon Prime subscription for me. It does definitely help pay those bills. As well, bills need to get paid. Not much I can say about that. We are looking at a lot of harassment early on here, as we're looking at the Farseer and the Death Knight of the blue team just putting pressure on purple right now. Farseer now putting pressure on Farseer on the opposite side here, and this is one of the things that is interesting in a 2v2 matchup. Normally in 1v1 you don't need to build that many units early on, because, well, buildings themselves and home field advantage gives you a very big advantage indeed. Oh, taking down that Hermit Crab, not liking the fact that Hermit Crab blocked its way for just a moment, as the Skeletal Minions are going to try to dive on in once more. A big detonation dealing a large amount of damage not only to the Skeletal Minions but to a couple of those Spirit Wolves, and that will turn into some free experience for the purple team. Units are now making their way back once again. Hello, hope you're doing fine after the fire. Yes, I am doing fine. I was right on the border of the evacuation zone, and, well, the winds changed direction. I actually mentioned, or actually thought to mention it earlier. So I was really never in fire danger, but the real issue was the amount of smoke that was being generated and pushed into my neighborhood. The visibility was starting to go down, and if the winds continued to go in the direction as they were blowing, well, then I would have been in a little bit of trouble. But luckily for me, the winds shifted into a different direction, and therefore no homes or structures were lost. Very good job by the fire department here. As we're looking now at what is this? This is an Ancient Protector rush coming in from the purple team. All right, purple going to be coming in, and purple coming back very strong here all of a sudden. You are looking at a watchtower trying to be built. Huntresses are going to be retreating back here. Huntresses should be able to deal a large amount of damage, as we are looking at one ancient protector needs to be making its way over. Now blue does have unholy aura, and we are looking at a lava spawn, a fire lord and lava spawns already putting pressure here on the other side here. Ancient protectors are going to try to make their way over. This lava spawn really should start to try and attack some of these peons or some other units here to, well, be able to start splitting. Ancient protectors are going to be making their way in. Death coil landing on that huntress there, perhaps a little bit, it could have been used a little bit more proactively there, as the crypt fiends would have been able to deal a lot of that damage already. All right, lava spawns trying to split apart here, but they will not do so when going after these burrows. Ancient protector now going to root itself, as there's two ancient protectors in position trying to draw a little bit of a line in the sand. All right, there goes another unit there. Lava spawns are out. If they just started firing and attacking onto some of those peons, they may have been able to split, but it's going to be a little bit of a questioning, as we're looking at the demolishers going after the demolisher, trying to retreat back once more. Are they going to get repaired? That is the question. Lava spawns are taking a large amount of damage. Ancient protector now making their way over. Lava spawn most likely going to get taken out down to 2 hit points, or is it? Nope, yep, there it goes, giving level 2 to the Farseer. All right, continuing the fight. Lich is now back out onto the field. Lava spawn. There's a death coil. Frost Nova onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove could be in trouble, trying to retreat back down to 54 hit points as the Farseer finishes off and takes down that unit. All right, really well played here, except for the Ancient Protectors are doing so much damage. And Ancient Protectors are just completely uprooted, not even really fighting, as the Demolishers are going to be able to, well, put in a lot of pressure here. All right, let's take a look. Death Knight now trying to retreat all the way back behind enemy lines here, as Spirit Wolf's trying to go after that Demolisher. Farseer is going to be right in position, as this Demolisher or Ancient Protector is taking so much damage, as the Huntresses are now trying to make their way inside here. All right, Farseer making way for the Death Knight to back up. There goes the Demolisher. No new Demolishers are going to be added, and are the 3 Ancient Protectors going to be more than enough to handle this? There is no peons for lumber, and therefore no additional Demolishers to be added. All right, Death Knight going to be in a little bit of trouble. In very, very far behind here. Lich down low on hit points as well, down to 40 hit points. Going to try and retreat. Death Knight with Unholy Aura trying to give a little bit more regeneration, but unable to, well, finish the job. Farseer now retreating all the way back here, as it is going to be doing a little bit of repairs on these Ancient Protectors. All right, coming back around, it is 2 bases to 1 right now, as well. I would not say blue base is mining at all. Death Knight now trying to hang back here, trying to heal back up. And is there going to be enough gas in the tank to try and fight this out? Death Knight getting healed by this one Obsidian statue, and that Obsidian statue is absolutely clutch right now, as these, well, Ancient Protectors are just dealing so much damage. Are we going to get a Death Coil on this Crypt Fiend? It does not look like it. Not going to have enough mana, giving level 3 now to that Farseer. All right, that early pressure that I mentioned early on, you rarely see tower attempts this heavy. Farseer with Fire Lord trying to put in pressure. Ancient Protectors down as well, as the Fire Lord should be trying to drop down some lava spawns here. All right, well, there, Fire Lord losing that, well, Clarity Potion there. Lava spawns are now making their way over, trying to go after the burrowed fortified armor. Very difficult to do that indeed, as the Crypt Fiend does get a little bit of a heal right there. Lich now back out onto the field. We're going to see a Frost Nova onto the Keeper of the Grove, but that's not going to be enough damage to really push him back. All right, Spirit Wolves and so many units trying to put pressure on there. There's a Chain Lightning bouncing around, and we are looking at the Huntress's glaive just bouncing across all of those peons in the back. The Obsidian statues really healing all of these peons, keeping that up and alive. And this one burrow, this burrow right here, just providing so much defense here, as we are getting a meat wagon in. All right, the meat wagon, is it going to get repaired? Yes, it is. This meat wagon is absolutely key as well. Does not have fortified armor. Peons are trying to keep it repaired, but no, it does not stay alive, as that meat wagon, well, didn't even get off a single attack, really. Keeper of the Grove coming back off to the side here, getting an entangle onto an incoming Crypt Fiend, and, well, just fighting where your opponent is weakest, as this is, the battle still continuing on here. A couple of low hit point grunts trying to make its way back out, unable to do exactly that. Death Knight sitting at level 3 and trying to, well, add up all of that damage still, as the units are going to be backing up once more. Death Knight well, is going to be able to death coil that Crypt Queen again. Yes, it does, able to save along inside there as we're trying to open up this tree position here to, well, be able to save more units. Death Knight in a terrible spot, down to 160 hit points, needs to retreat all the way back as we see finally, well, the call has been made by TeRRoR and Krolu to go ahead and abandon this base. It is not worth saving. All right, with that said, what is going to go on here? We are looking at 850 gold right there. How much gold is left? 144.17 over 21 supply. Are we going to try to build up another base? And this is one of those key questions that you ask in a 2v2. Your opponent has invested so much into taking down that base, you pretty much declare it not worth saving. But do you try to build up your build up a new base? And the answer is, if you can prolong the game long enough, it is a definite yes. One of the things to consider in a 2v2 matchup is use of use of your upkeep. If both teams have an 80 supply army, but one is on a 60-20 versus a 40-40, well, the economic difference there is absolutely huge. Yes, it would be easier for TeRRoR to set up an expansion here, but there's all these peons to be used, and well, you have all of that additional supply you have access to, and that is going to be key. Are we going to be looking at, well, peons trying to build right here? There should be some, well, nope, I don't see any buildings that I can click on for me to actually see what is going on there. All right. Oh, what is going on here? Trying to, fight over here at the creeps. There's a little bit of damage. Death Coil, Frost Nova, and, well, Lava Fire Lord quickly getting taken down. Quick damage right there. Farseer and Death Knight alongside the Lich was able to focus down that unit fairly fast here, as the Lich is currently entangled but does have a potion of healing. Alright, Obsidian Statue in a lot of trouble. It's going to get taken down. There it goes, as we are looking at Demolishers and Meat Wagons still joining in this fight together. A lot of low hit point Huntresses. Why aren't they just getting focused down? They are. A couple of Huntresses easily getting taken down there. There is that was a stun onto a Huntress. Not quite sure where that stun came from. Oh, Crypt Lord added in as well. So we're adding in a little bit of Crypt Lord damage too. There goes another Impale, and two more Huntresses could get lost in the mix here, as the Death Knight now gets up to level 4. Level 2 Unholy Aura. Not as fast of movement speed, but still gives that very precious health regeneration for all of these units, as we are now going into Glaive Throwers. Glaive Throwers, however, what Destroyer already up in the air can make short work of those units there, as the Farseer getting in front of the other Farseer, forcing a Scroll of Town Portal. More damage getting added in. Are we going to see those units just try and full on retreat? Death Knight, level 2 Unholy Aura, able to make up that difference and then go after these units still, as we should be looking at Obsidian Statues trying to get trained, and there is a Shadow Meld. Oh, the peons did not try and build a new hall here, and meanwhile, we are looking at the Orc team now setting up and building up an expansion of his own. That is gonna be interesting to see. The economic game could go sideways very quickly, especially if TeRRoR is sitting only, and the blue team is only sitting on one base. That is going to be some bad news indeed, as the Crypt Lord looking to get to level 2. What are these peons really hoping to do? Setting up an expansion is absolutely critical right now. Why isn't he doing that? That is the question, as a Limb Ripper going to get taken down. Death Knight will stay at level 4, as we see a Wand of Mana Stealing given to that Death Knight. Alright, Death Knight should really consider healing up that Destroyer. Farseer off to the side here, not part of the fight here, as we are looking at, well, it looked like a peon just giving level 2 to the Fire Lord laughing sinisterly as he, well, gets that peon kill here. Alright, there goes that Great Hall. That Great Hall should have tried to been started much earlier, as we're now looking at, well, a lot of damage coming across here. Alright, what is going to go down here? All of the burrows pretty much in position. Archers, mass archers, Obsidian Statue getting lost in transit, and this is one of those things that you have to be careful about. You cannot allow your unit to get lost in transit like that, nor can you leave them behind. Oh my goodness, TeRRoR lucking out, not losing that Obsidian Statue, as we could be seeing perhaps a tactical retreat here. Death Knight does have a Scroll of Town Portal. What is going to go down here? Stopping all of the mining here. That is going to be key, as the unit's going to try and engage far away from the burrows and far away from all of those archers who are having a difficult difficult time trying to get inside. All right, forcing his opponent to engage here. We saw the chain lightning. Is that Crypt Fiend going to get taken out? Yes, it does. Meanwhile, it looks as though the Farseer are doing a little bit of creeping away from all of that action. All right. Purple has taken over Blue's original base. There's 3 Ancient Protectors and a Moonwell, providing a bit of cover. Meanwhile, well, oh, peons surround onto this Demolisher here. Demolisher trying to shut down the expansion. Not going to work, and going to give a little bit of experience to the Farseer as well. All right, Army going to be inbound over here to the 9 o'clock position. That is going to be absolutely key. Are they going to be able to, well, stick around and stay alive long enough? Death Knight sitting at level 4. Farseer sitting at level 3. Obsidian statues. Death Coil should be really going onto that low hit point Destroyer. Not quite sure why. You really want to be able to keep these units alive and well. The Death Knight with Death Coil should be able to do exactly that, as this Great Hall is going to end up getting taken out. There's a couple of ensnares there. This, well, Great Hall should end up just getting canceled, as, well, 1 peon not lucky enough to escape. Units once again in a retreat back. We're looking at, well, Crabs getting taken out. And what is going on here? That is the question. We see triple Ancient Protectors, and, well, in comes the attack now. Death Knight now making its way over. We are trying to put pressure onto these Ancient Protectors, perhaps getting them taken down. And the supply count is going to be absolutely key. 50 over 60 compared to 46 and 59. So, well, the bases, there goes the Scroll of Town Portal trying to make its way inside, and fighting where your opponent is not is going to be key. Trying to split your opponent's armies up is going to be the critical strategy as the Destroyers take to the skies. Raiders now trying to make their way back around, absorb mana, and now turn around and fighting. All right, big damage. Impale trying to deal some damage here. There goes one Raider. Firelords are right there, and the Destroyers are all in position, perhaps getting some Devour magic. Yes, we'll get in a little bit more damage here. Chain Lightning now bouncing around from the backside here, as the Archers are going to try to finish off a couple of those Destroyers and do exactly that. Archer with some big damage. There goes a big Impale once more. No easy way to stomp or do anything to these units, as the Farseer now needs to try and retreat back. Will it be able to do that? Firelord has fallen at level 2. Lich and Death Knight seen at level 4. Destroyers are all here, and the Crypt Lord, well, being able to impale all of these units, and the Lich being able to deal so much damage. Farseer has fallen at level 3. Death Coil right there. And what is going on here as the Archers are, well, just pretty much on the wrong side. 5-4-3 for the Undead heroes. Meanwhile, the other army isn't really that high, and the peons acting as a bit of a wall here, getting a surround onto the Keeper of the Grove. Oh, that is a big loss right there. It's going to get taken down to 47, 28 hit points. Chain Lightning not making its way over. Destroyer unable to catch up to it, and that Keeper of the Grove able to escape at 25 hit points. All right, Crypt Fiends, peons getting eaten. Kodo Beast need to get taken down. That is representing a large amount of damage, right? Or a large supply, 3 supply right there from that Crypt Fiend. The Crypt Fiend really needs to get taken down. The Farseer now trying to back away, as the Crypt Lord still making its way over. All right, just seeing a large traffic jam from those peons trying to dance around, as 2 new Obsidian statues now make their way out onto the battlefield. With 2 new Obsidian statues, what does that mean? It means that they're going to get hit points and mana across all of those units, and the Death Knight, Lich, and Crypt Lord are just doing terrible damage across all of these units still, as the Kodo Beast, well, should have been perhaps taken out and get pressured as well. Mountain Giant looking to back up once more. Are the peons, the mass peons, going to be the difference here? Kodo Beast trying to retreat back. Keeper of the Grove getting a timely save, just because, well, units were not able to make their way over. Peons are MVP, yeah. Undead enough to win 1v2. We will just have to take a look as the Lich now makes their way over, trying to go after these targets here. Death Knight, level 2 Unholy Aura. There is that, well, one more attack. There it goes, unable to make it to that Moonwell. Level 4 now on the Crypt Lord, as the Abominations are able to make it over. Undead with only 1 base going up against a 2 or a 3 base army. Is it gonna be enough here, as the Wisps are now trying to, well, make their way over? A well-timed Frost Nova, those slowing those units in their tracks already, as detonations are going down. All right, Abominations with Disease Cloud. Well, Disease Cloud, it does deal large amounts of damage, and, well, we are looking at 5-4 forward right now. The Death Knight, Lich, and, well, Crypt Lord now trying to retreat back. Are they going to be able to retreat and regain all of their mana? It looks like it. Now sitting at 51 supply. Undead is trying to take up another expansion down across here. Peons are trying to do a little bit of, well, scouting. There goes an Impale across multiple units in that front line. There's a Devour Magic, but didn't go after the Mountain Giants Entangle. And there goes a Devour. Getting in the belly of the Kodo as the Death Knight now needs to retreat back again. Headhunters are all in position. Units are trying to back up and losing abominations to Kodo Beast. That is a big deal. Is the Death Knight going to be able to catch up here? No, it's not. And the Keeper of the Grove is saved once more. All right, more battling coming through. There goes a couple of Headhunters easily getting taken down. Kodo Beast could get taken down. No Crypt Fiends to deal piercing damage onto those Kodo Beasts as the Kodo Beast trying to retreat back. All right, more damage coming back across. Crypt Lord will need to try and retreat. Death Knight down to, well, 475 hit points. Gonna try and retreat back here once again. If it gets up to level 6, Anime Dead may actually become a very interesting use as Mountain Giants. Going up against Mountain Giants, that is a lot of damage to try and absorb. Death Coil Frost Nova takes down the Keeper of the Grove right there. Death Knight now just shy of level 6. Mountain Giants, if they go after the the Abominations go after the Mountain Giants, they could get taken down very quickly. Farseer now trying to come back the other way. Death Knight, is it going to have enough mana? Oh, it is completely surrounded, forcing a Scroll of Town Portal right there. The units are all going to retreat back. It looked like there was going to be trying to be a Devour Magic, but it didn't get off. All right. So we are looking at an additional Acolyte mining off over here. It is 2 bases to 2 bases to 3 bases right now. And so far, this is complete and utter back and forth chaos. In this matchup. The hero levels are going to be the real big difference. I've often said in games, if you have extra bases and you're mining more, what does it translate to? And sometimes it simply translates into more experience for your opponent. Right now, TeRRoR is the only one that has a functional gold mine. This gold mine is going to be mining. This one is about to be done. So it is going to be 1 base to 1 base here in just a second. Peons, well, acting as a little bit of a wall, very big deal. More towers trying to come into play. Death Coil Frost Nova, level 6 now on that Death Knight. Does he go for Anime Dead? No. Level 3 Unholy Aura. There's a quick Impale across multiple units. Frost Nova blasting down a couple of archers once again. That's a nasty 1-2 punch as the Impale lines them all up, only to see a Frost Nova completely melt them in their position again. Oh, that archer could get blasted, freezing everything over once more as the archers are trying to make their way back and forth. Destroyer going to get taken down. Yes, it does. Level 5 now on the Farseer as the Death Knight, well, another archer another Frost Nova blast taking down, what, 2 archers and a Troll Berserker there. All right, Undead heroes living up to their name. Hero wins right there as a Death Coil saves that Destroyer at the last possible moment. All right, hero engagement right now. Level 6, level 5, going up against a level 5, a level 2, and where is that Keeper of the Grove? Keeper of the Grove, perhaps, yeah, sitting only at level 4. Level 3 Frost Novas dealing so much damage. Dark Ritual coming online as well. We need to get some more Obsidian statues and actually have them stick around to give more hit points and whatnot. All right, in comes some Shadow Wolves. Those units making their way over. Destroyer taking a large amount of damage. Destroyer being forced to back up again as the, well, Impale going down through. Are we going to see a Frost Nova? Yep, and down goes a whole bunch of Peons right there. Impale Frost Nova acting as a nasty 1-2 combination. All right, no shade to keep track of any of this here. There's a Devour Magic going to be able to fight back once more as these, well, Shadow Wolves are going to get resummoned to try and deny a bit of experience off over here. All right, it looks like the Peons were trying to do a little bit of long distance mining, but no bases were cleared out. Keeper of the Grove finally clearing out this gold mine here as the Tree of Ages is repositioning itself once again. Polish team winning purely because of Undead strength. Who would have thought? All right, Undead looking to set up another expansion here at the 9, which was originally out. And, well, thank you for, what was that? Thank you for the follow, Pandemonium, as we're looking at the Lich now make their way back out. Shadow Wolves are going to be putting in pressure once again. A Destroyer is just going to make their way over, trying to Devour Magic. Nope, there's that. There is one of those, well, trying to do a Devour Magic, but unable to do exactly that. New Spirit Wolves making their way over again, and this is just going to be constant pressure on TeRRoR. causing a bit of a problem. Thank you for the follow once again, Jack, as we're looking at, well, the Death Knight and the Crypt Lord looking to line up an attack again. All right, that Frost Nova Death Coil is just causing so many problems. More Acolytes will need to get added in again. We are looking at 42 supplies, still having 700 gold, and this Undead army is just looking strong with the level of the heroes. Perhaps they will be able to just take down units pretty quickly. All right, there goes the engagement. There goes an Impale. Are we going to see a Frost Nova onto that Farseer? Farseer down to 33 hit points. Quickly gets taken out. Scroll of Town Portal would have actually been bad as well, as it would have split the army 1 versus 2. All right, continuing that fight once more. Lich may be able to get off another big Frost Nova, trying to get in that damage again. There you go, Staff of Preservation, unable to save both Mountain Giants, as we're looking at the damage getting through once more. All right, Crypt Lord sitting at level 5. Are we going to see more attacks going through armor, additional armor on that Crypt Lord, that frontline beastly hero, as we're seeing another Frost Nova go down onto that Fire Lord for another quick death. Kodo Beast off in the back here. Abominations joining in on the fight. Destroyers are all here, and here we go. Crypt Lord may get up to level 6. Lich is already at level 6, now has level 3 Dark Ritual, so we'll have mana for days, as we're going to see Abominations just popping out of the bellies of the Kodo Beast here, as they're trying to do a massive retreat. Alright, another Kodo Beast going to get taken down. Death Knight now sitting at level 7. Is it going to go for... No, it goes for Death Pack. Why would you ever go for Animate Dead, as the units are now fighting their way through again. Alright, Death Knight continuing that push once more. Death Knight now continuing this battle, and I really think if you want to make Animate Dead actually give the Undead a useful ultimate ability, it should just be call Undead, and it should call an army of like 3 Undead Crypt Fiends, 1 Abomination, and 2 Ghouls. Something standard and consistent where the battle doesn't have to already be fought and there has to be good units dead on the field. But then again, that would be a buff to the Death Knight, which the Death Knight doesn't really need. I mentioned it, Metaphysics. I mentioned it. This is a crazy 2v2, or, well, really, more accurately, this is a crazy 1v2, where God TeRRoR seems to be getting the upper hand now, as it is now 1 base versus 1 base mining. Alright, Watchtower gonna end up getting constructed here. Ghoul gonna try and retreat back away. The Headhunters, or the Berserkers, able to finish it off, as this Great Hall down to 26 over 62 supply. Making its way back over. Destroyers going to be going after the Tree of Ages. Overall supply, Night Elf only at 33 supply, so the Undead may actually have the larger army. The blue team may actually have the larger army right now, as he was just able to constantly melt away and deal so much of this damage. Alright, in comes the Dryads. Dryads looking to put pressure onto those Destroyers, but they're just unable to line up into the right spot, as we see Staff of Preservation actually teleported a Dryad to the wrong location. Staff of Preservation may actually be the death of you. That Dryad, like, prancing away. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. Only to teleport right next to the Undead army. Alright, Haunted Goldmine gonna get pressured off over here. Undead still going after, well, trying to save the 1 Abomination here. It looks like it will get, well, reversal of fortune, as professional eaters like to say, as the Death Knight may be able to get off some more Death Coils and save some more of these units again. Destroyers in that frontline spot to devour magic onto some of those Spirit Wolves should be key. Berserkers getting impaled right there once they go into Berserk mode. And are we going to perhaps see some more, more damage here? Death Coil saving that frontline unit. Death or Abomination could get focused down here. It gets taken out, but I believe that was a Dark Ritual followed by a Frost Nova. Staff of Preservation still trying to save. Ents getting called only to see that there are rocks in the way, and not knowing the indestructible rocks right there. Xander Dorn, well, that caused a little bit of a problem there, but then I know you like adding an untraversable rocks to make sure that you can't easily walk right into the back base there. There is the GG. Got TeRRoR losing his teammate Krolu early on in this battle, only to carry his teammate across the finish line and, well, winning the match outright. 1v2. Well, if you look at it, it's really the hero scores, right? The other team, they were massing up units, And as they massed up units, they just constantly came almost single file into the hands of the undead. Once the Crypt Lord got to level 3 and or level 2 Impale coupled with the level 2 Frost Nova, you could Impale Frost Nova, almost kill a whole bunch of archers, and then every subsequent one after that killed 2 to 3 archers, and even berserkers at that point if they were in that berserk mode. Once that happened, the experience and the snowball effect of having high level heroes got TeRRoR with those 3 high level heroes were able to just carry himself throughout the rest of the match. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.